Hello survivors, welcome to another Tower of Babel Survivors of Chaos video. Today we are back on the Wizard and there have been some really good updates to the game since the launch. The developers have been listening. I just want to show you guys the progress we've made. We are actually on floor 10 now. So this is a cracked floor, I'm telling you now. So as you can see, item level acquired is now 13 to 18 and all elemental resistances is negative 2.4. So it's quite a jump actually from 1.1 to 2.4, where previously floor 8 was actually 1.1 as well. So yeah, it makes a big difference, and we're going to go and explore that a little bit. I just want to talk a bit about a strategy that we'll be using. So as you can see, we're actually sitting on level 18. We are actually level 12 Altar Blessing with attack and life power at plus 18. We've got our basic and special attack damage at plus 4, and then we've got a little bit in cold, lightning, light, and I actually need to put a bit into dark as well, but we low on funds for that right now. So yeah, that's what we've gone for. And then there's a little secret over here. So the way that it works is if you've hit a high level or a high floor in the tower, you can farm lower floors in order for the shop to refresh, and you can then look at the shop and hope to get good items from that. So we're going to try that today. We've got 4 runs to do until the refresh. We're going to do 4 runs on floor 7, try and get as much gold as possible and see what the shop has to offer for us, because we need a new amulet over here, as well as a new chest piece. Some important things that we do have is, we need a new staff or a new scepter as well over there. So we've got this ring over here for lightning strike, where it falls 1 by 1 in sequence. The projectile count affects the cooldown reduction. So if we get cast frequency, it actually makes it hit enemies a lot faster. So we can get this down to 0.2 seconds and it's going to be fantastic. We've then got projectile count plus 30% movement speed, but we lose it when we take damage. Hopefully we won't take any damage. And then 15% chance to trigger 1 available skill on basic cooldown. Also purge, dealing 200% damage to elite enemies. And then the other 2 aren't really that great. So this one is quite cool. Damage received from crowd controlled enemies received by 25%. Crowd control, I'm hoping that we're going to get some enemies. The Swamp of the Dead seems to slow enemies, so I'm hoping that is crowd controlled, but I actually can't confirm or deny it. I haven't really spoken to anyone that does know, so I don't know myself, and we'll see from there. Now we don't need special attacks, so I actually banish that. And for this case, I think duration, no, we'll actually go with the damage reduction. We don't need either, to be honest. As you can see, we kind of one-shot the basic enemies from the start. And even here, it's really not that necessary, but evasion in the game is actually king. Don't want to use anything quite yet. So like over here, we don't use attack area, so we can banish that as well. And I don't want either of these skills, so we're just going to re-roll. Grab basic attack, we want pierce, we want basic attack, and we want purge, lightning strike. Even ice orb is really good. Nothing good over there. There's ice orb. Corpse explosion is also good, but I think we'll be fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We kind of at a point to kind of farm this stage means that we can use any skill and we should be able to just defeat the stage. I don't think it matters which skills we actually use, but projectile count is going to be quite helpful, because every other skill that we use will be a projectile or have an effect with projectile count. So we actually effectively have 45%. We want magic item find chance. Actually, we probably didn't. We probably should have just gone for critical strike chance, because we're not looking for magic items here. What we are going to do is try and get our gold plus up. But the gold amount that you earn is going to be very similar. We can go and grab curse because we are pretty strong. We want more enemies. And since floor 7 for us isn't as difficult as it might be for you if you are still stuck on it, here's Swamp of the Dead. So Swamp of the Dead, it does actually mention that it slows their movement speed, so I don't know if that counts as controlled crowd control or not. So it's the same as like chill. Is chill counted as a crowd control or not? Alright, gold gain is very, very important over here. Yes, we did get a +2 two projectiles over there, but we do want that gold gain, and that's what we want to try and get the most out of. So every time we see gold gain, we're going to be taking it. That is the strategy. Get as much gold as possible. We're looking to at least try and get 10,000 gold per round. I don't like meteor storms, so I'm not... The game wants it. So you can have 6 skills. We've only got 2. We only need 2 more. I guess we can grab meteor storm. It doesn't really matter. It's fine to grab it. It's not going to cause us that much grief. There's basic attack +3. We're going to go grab that. And see where else we can go from there. Now, there were other updates that the developers did, like they got the shared gold for all of your characters now. That is great, but because of blessings, even if I share my gold, it doesn't quite help me, since I want to kind of push on one character. I would like to push on all 3 characters, but can't. I might start a brawler sometime soon if that's something you guys would like to see as well. But you know, theoretically, it's the exact same thing, just a different auto attack and a different special. And apparently the brawler's special doesn't do any damage, so that's going to be quite interesting to try it. However, it does have a dash apparently, so that's going to come in handy for me because I'm always stuck in the middle of a bunch of enemies, and having a dash could be the difference between life and death. So definitely a good character for my type of playstyle. Alright, even more gold, that's the point. We got 511, 569. It doesn't increase the amount of gold you gain, it increases the amount that drops on the floor. So we're going to see more enemies dropping gold on the floor. A nice thing for us to get would be XP gains, a nice one. But I was going to say getting some life regen would be pretty decent here. Actually, corpse explosion would be pretty good as well. Maybe I need to start running corpse explosion. Alright, there's a curse level. Let's go and grab level 2. Grab more ice orb. Got cast speed over here, which is great. We're going to grab that. It will be even better if we got to grab it when we play against or with the right skill. But cast speed is always very nice to have. We do... Blood Whirlwind. It's such a cool skill. It steals life from enemies to heal you. So it doesn't actually tell you how much, but you get 5% life restored per hit, another 5 over there, 5, 5, 5. So you get quite a lot, but how many skills do we have right now? 1, 2, 3. Do you know what? Let's just take it. What the heck? We don't have any life steal, so we might as well use this. And then they changed the opacity. They made it more opaque because that skill specifically, it actually became quite a terror when dealing with the enemies. Alright, we'll grab Meteor Strike. I'm not looking for Reaper this round. Reaper, okay, so there is something that I've been told. I haven't tested it myself, so I can't 100% confirm it, but I kind of understand where they were coming from. Someone told me that the Reaper as well as the Swamp of the Dead, these 2 skills don't require uniques to be good. So the way that they work and the way that they function, they are very good on their own, is what they were saying actually. Not that they... it has nothing to do with them not being good or bad, but like, it's like Ice Orb, it's really good at what it does because it slows the enemies and hits everything around you sort of thing. But you get your skills like Dagger or the Dragon Breath, where at the levels that they're at, if you don't have specific uniques, or you know, to really have them shine at higher levels, you need to have those special uniques. But Swamp of the Dead or the Reaper are actually really strong base damage wise and stuff on their own already from the beginning, so you don't need anything. But there you go, there's my lightning strike and purge hitting an elite, and they just absolutely melt because of how they are. And this is actually on even the level 9 wave and things like that. So let's go increase the curse, and we're going to try and get as many enemies to spawn as possible in the shortest amount of time possible, so we can get as much gold as possible. They also made gold work with the same XP magnets, so there you go, you could see we landed up picking up the gold from ranged. There you go. Okay, +2 to Ice Orb. There is a piercing chance on Ice Orb. Pierce works really well with my gear because I've got the chance on basic attack to cast another skill, and that actually works with Pierce because I believe it's on basic attack hit, not on basic attack use. Actually, what is it on? Oh no, it's on basic attack. Never mind. It would be cool if there was one that did it per enemy hit, because then you just get a bunch of pierce and you'll be hitting everything. Alright, and the point of this is for us to fight as many enemies as possible, so you'll notice we will be surrounded, but that's going to be okay because that's exactly what we want. And I believe we have 6 skills now, so we aren't going to see any upgrades to anything but the skills. So over here, oh man, this is actually... and it goes up. Does that make the projectile count 4 all the time now? Probably. Here's another elite. Let's see what the game has to offer us with them. But look, already we're not even near the elite and they just get melted. Increase the curse option even more. Actually, I think cursed explosion, corpse explosion would be very, very strong here. Get a +3 to our basic attack. I'll take that. Stealing 500 damage with a crit now. We can go... ooh, man, everything over here is really good. I think we're going to go with Purge. Swamp of the Dead's just there for the crowd control effect as far as I'm concerned with it. See, I managed to beat floor 9, but the way that I beat it was after a lot of attempts. So, I mean, I can try again and again on screen, but the thing is, it takes 25 minutes, and I get to about 20 minutes every single time, and then I think I get to 19 minutes every time. Just before the boss spawns, there's like a hectic wave that spawns, and if you don't have enough AoE and things like that, you actually really struggle with the boss fight. So, I mean, not with the boss fight, with clearing the enemies, and you'll end up losing your life. So I actually had about 3 or 4 revives for the time that I did it, and that actually helped quite a lot. So if you're on the boss waves or boss floors, definitely get revives as much as possible. If you're looking to just farm gold, then you know this is a good way to do it. Not as much gold as I would have liked though. Let's go grab even more. I'm gonna see how much gold we get out of this. I mean, time-wise, it's much faster than doing a higher level, and it's much easier. This is so chilled, which is awesome. Okay, we can grab Purge again. None of the equipment we're picking up will be of a level that I can use. so I'm not worried about that. The whole point again of this is to get gold so that we can farm the vendor. Okay, we actually get some life regen, but I don't believe we need it. Maybe next round, we'll do 2 rounds this time, and we'll see what the boss, or not the boss, sorry, we'll see what we can get. Maybe we'll get some of the other skills. I'll use Reaper, I'll use the red laser, whatever it was called, and things like that as well, so we can show you guys some of the different skills that are in the game as well. So, and maybe focus on other skills as well. We'll use Phoenixes as well if we can, because on such a level I don't think it's that hard. Obviously we'll still use Purge and Lightning Strike because they absolutely monster of skills for me because of my gear, so it just makes sense to use them, especially if you're looking to beat the level. But yeah, that's the way that you're going to do it. Based on what gear you have, it's going to be good to use those. And this is a good example. Next time we level up, I'm going to show you. So we just picked up a unique or legendary, and you're going to see we aren't able to actually make use of it because of the level. It was a weapon as well. Maybe it's better than what I have. It might just be. Okay, so here we go identify. We identify this. As you can see, it's much weaker than what I have. But for each enemy hit by a special, yeah, see, even that isn't something that I would like. So you can see the blessing requirements. There actually isn't anyone on this weapon for some weird reason. So it's not even like a high level piece of gear. Maybe it does have some blessing requirements. Oh, it does. It's level 4. So I don't know, it's just not something that I would use personally, but there you go, we found a unique from the chest. This is actually quite nice. It does get piercing chance against all, and even, not more projectiles, but having that 4 projectile every time is actually really, really nice. So level 10 Ice Orb is actually pretty cool. We're definitely going to have to play a fire run or something, because we have to show you Fire Orb, we have to show you Phoenixes. We're seeing the meteor now, and then there was another fire skill. I just got to remember what it is. Okay, a +4 to cast speed. We'll take that. And look at the lightning strike go. So you'll see once we get an elite just how quickly they get destroyed. But the thing is, like, the round's already over. We made about 6,300 gold. That's not going to work for us. We need a whole lot more, even with 50% increased gold drop chance. We didn't get as much as we could get if we just did floor 8. So we'll go sort that out. Also, this is the kind of thing that happens on floor 9 just before the boss fight. So if you don't have a lot of damage and things like that, then you are in a really rough spot. Over here it's not so bad. Okay, we can grab ourselves more evasion just in case something does get close to us. And then we are popping our special, which is fine. This is where Corpse Explosion would have come in super duper handy, actually. I am tempted to grab a damage reduction, but cast speed will just make us even more higher DPS. We can go for projectile count as well. We can grab the should we just go, let's go pierce chance. And there's a double elite fight over here, which is going to give us a lot of gold. Actually, we're getting a lot of gold now, so that's pretty good. We got about 3,000 gold from that. Alright, it all added up. So right at the end there, as we fought all those enemies, we actually got quite a lot of gold. You're also going to get a lot of gold from selling gear that you pick up. So maybe magic find up chance is actually pretty good. Critical hit damage, no, we can just go with the purge level. But we're definitely going to do this again and play with purge. I mean, corpse explosion. Because I think that makes a huge difference. We get a +3 to cast speed. That's going to be maxed out, which means that our lightning strike should be on a, I mean, it should be 0.2, but it's on a 0.3 second cooldown now. So it's going to be spamming all over the place, which is awesome. I mean, just sorry for you, guy, but you had to stand in my lightning strike over there. Pick up all the equipment that's been dropping. Pick up the dust. There's a red one down here at the back, behind the pillar. And we get lightning strike to be leveled up as well. And we're just moving around, picking up all the stuff all over the floor. I'm not even worried about being hit. Okay, maybe a little bit, but I'm not really worried too much. And there you have it. We got ourselves just under 12,000 gold for that session. So, I mean, it is worth it. Obviously, that took us how long? 15 minutes to do, which isn't bad at all. We're not worried about the gear. That all just gets sold now. But you're going to see that that's how you do it. So we don't even worry about the gear. We just sell all items and we go back and do it again. So it's 1 more minute longer to do a harder floor. You do get better gear though, so it might be worth doing it, but we go and we do it again. And well, this is how we do it. So we're going to do 2 runs today so you guys can see, because you know they are quite fast runs, which is awesome. And now we'll do a corpse explosion. Let's go and get ourselves, let's go for a crit one this time. Those were good level up options though. Good opportunity for stuff. Okay, we don't need attack area, but we are going to grab the critical strike chance regardless of whether I banish that or not. We're going to go for a basic attack, so we can just at least one tap everything here, these spiders. I don't really want any of these skills, to be honest. But let's go with fire. We've got the dragon's breath. This is a fan favorite. Cast frequency, of course. Cast speed. We can go and banish our special attack. I don't know if I want Meteor Strike again. Let's go for attack power, so everything gets plus 10% attack or damage. Oh, they also changed it now, so you can't... Okay, we'll see if it actually works, though. So what they've done is they've changed it so that you are able to see your... Not the basic attack, but you are able to see your stat changes. So over here, you can see our crit chance is 1.3%. If we get more crit chance, we'll see if that goes up and how it actually calculates it. So let's see what happens, because I've noticed that the crit actually goes up really quickly. You only need about 3 points or so in it. So I'm going to go with the projectile count first. I actually want to... I was going to bless this, but blessing for some reason makes it feel like it actually shows up less than more. So we don't actually want to do that. Here's Fire Orb. As you can see, it just spins around us and deals damage. We're going to see just how... We'll take Purge, just because it deals a whack ton of damage to elites. But otherwise, we're going to focus on the fire skills again, like I mentioned. We saw Meteor, though. So here's Phoenixes, we've got the Dragon's Breath and the Fire Orb. I think they're such a cool skill. visually. I think it's really, really awesome. We'll grab the XP gain there. Could have grabbed the whatever that other option was, the +2 was also a good option. Okay, XP gain first, because it is a +2 option, so that's 40% increased XP gain. And you also got to understand that the more XP you pick up, the more levels you get, so the higher damage you're going to have as well. So XP gain in the very beginning is going to be very, very good. I mean, the game's just giving it to us. This is great. Alright, not magic hammer. We could go frost orb again, but nah. There's purge. We'll grab purge. Like I said, we're just going to grab it for the elites so that we can defeat them a little bit better. And we'll grab lightning strike, and that's 5 skills, I believe it is. So there's one more skill. Hopefully it can be corpse explosion. Otherwise we'll just use meteor shower and it'll be the 4 fire and everything like that. But there's a beautiful cast speed again. We do have some points in the altar blessing for cast speed, so we've just been super lucky with our levels, it would seem. Projectile speed actually seems like a really good idea for fire orb. I've never actually really thought about it. I've never played with it to an extent where it's like, oh, that's actually pretty good. And then maybe duration will be very good on it as well. But if we get to a cast frequency or cast speed where it's... I'd see this game, I don't know, I've never tried it, because the only skills I've got to like 0.2 second cooldown for is the daggers with the unique, and then also the lightning strike like we saw earlier, and that's from cast frequency or cast speed, but that doesn't change. They don't have a duration, so I don't know if skills with the duration overlap their cooldown and their duration. It's something that I need to find out, and maybe we can find that out this round. Because if they do, then that would be really, really cool. But before we land up getting duration, we're going to grab more projectile count. Because who doesn't want more phoenixes, more fire? You know, light up the screen for us, game. And this is cool, because I'm using skills that I otherwise wouldn't have used. And now they actually look pretty nice, making my screen light up. There's corpse explosion, level 3. Go collect our money. Now we just need more gold increases. I would like to increase this, but we're going to start with this. 4.34 projectiles. I do see there is more projectile count and quite a lot. So we should, I mean, already you can see there's a 5% over there. I mean, there's a chance to get 5 already, which is awesome. Very good for them spinning around us as a defense. So when things get too close, they'll pop, because of the corpse explosion and the fire orb and everything else. Okay, holy moly, like we stuck here at what to take, but a +4 to corpse explosion seems like a fantastic way to do it. Guys, I don't plan these things, okay? They just... This is the type of run that I get when I beat the stages, like with the bosses. So it's one in every like every 10 runs I have a really, really lucky run like this, where the levels just come at me. But we're going to go and increase the curse level so we can get more monsters again. Try and increase it as high as possible. Our gold drop is very abysmal right now, so there we go, we can increase the gold drop. We can go and max out cast speed now. So we're already sitting at a, what is this? 0.3 seconds over there. That's 2.8, 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds. I wish it did show the duration of the skills as well though, but it doesn't. But it would be cool if it could, so we would know how long that they last for. Because now we've got fire orb, and then we still sit waiting. 1, 2, 3, there they're back, sort of thing. So we do need duration on them as well. because our cast speed is maxed out right now. Okay, let's get some phoenixes so that we can get... I don't know why. I don't understand what the minimum pierce count means. If you guys could let me know, that would be great. Because it's not like it stops after it hits an enemy. Or unless, because as you pierce more enemies, it deals less damage to them. So the +1 minimum pierce count means it still deals maximum amount of damage, even though it's pierced multiple enemies already. So that's the only thing I can think of for it. Dragon's Breath, let's go. We're going to try and level up the fire skills to see just how powerful they can become. Doesn't help trying out new skills and you level up the lightning strike and the purge. Alright, fire orb, level up. We got 5 fire orbs around us. I think it should be 5 constantly now. It looks like it is. I think the only issue with having these phoenixes spawn is that they land up defeating things off of us, like just on the corner of our screens, and it's causing us to have to run around for our booty. But we never had to do that previously. I would like the auto pickup, but we get a +2 to fire orb, and since we are, you know, using it so well, we're going to grab that, increasing the projectile speed as well. Which makes me wonder, why don't we have a projectile speed increase as a standard upgrade? Or do we? And it's just very rare. Has anyone seen such a thing? Okay, picking up a magnet would be nice. By the way, since they changed the gold to be picked up with area of effect as well, the way that gems get picked up, your XP gems, it also gets picked up now via the magnet. So as long as you're lucky enough to pick up a magnet, you will pick up all the gold around you as well. Here's a projectile count, but this is 2 levels to phoenixes. Ooh, okay, let's do phoenixes. I do want the projectile count, but more damage is more damage. Although, I wonder if there is a unique for the phoenixes that makes them like actually rotate around us like this or something. I need duration. Also, this feels like a completely different round to last round. We feel like we're doing so much more AoE damage. Everything around us is being defeated before they even get close to us. But there's no real reason for us to even move for the next 5 minutes. We can just sit here. We can pretty much AFK. I just need to spin my dragon breath around me. There's an elite as well that's going to just get lambasted by lightning storms and... oh, look, he has a magnet for us. Even better, I didn't have to move. Okay. That makes a lot of sense to get that. There's critical hit damage. We need critical hit chance. There's a fire orb upgrade. I guess over here we'll grab the lightning strike. Then we've got +3 level to the area of effect or the auto pickup, which is going to be great for us. Although, to be fair, we just need to drop more magnets. But this is, yeah, it's going to be better to farm floor 8 or even floor 9 and not win, because floor 9 just gives you a whack ton of gold. Every time I've done floor 9, as long as you can get to the 19-minute mark, you land up with 10,000 coin, even without investing into coin drop. So definitely a massive difference there. We do pick up another magnet, but we can't use it yet, so I'm just going to chill here for a bit, get as much drops around us as possible without moving. We can level up once, that's fine. We'll go with lightning strike, and yeah, we'll just pick up as much as we can, and we'll use the magnet right at the end when it says the game, when we've got like a couple of seconds left. I just need to keep my eyes on things like the powders over there that drop. But I think we should be more than okay to just AFK. I mean, we'll pick up some XP that's close to us. Dragon Breath gets more projectile count. It should be 2 now. So we'll always have 2 flames. I'll be interested to see when it gets to 3. Does it look like a triangle? So it moves their location into the corners. If you could think of a triangle around us. Is it going to go into the top, the corner, and the corner? And then if you get 4 of them, oh, there you go. Yeah, it does become a triangle. And then if you get 4 of them, is it more like that? And it becomes like a square. So not a square, like a plus. So it goes up, down, left, and right, which I think it will, because 3 is a triangle, and then so on and so forth. They're just going to keep making some beautiful shapes for us. Man, this is rough. Not rough on me, it's rough on the fact that I don't have enough enemies and therefore not enough gold. So luckily it's only a 15-minute run. Not as difficult, but not going to be as much gold. This run is definitely more boring than the previous one. But it's probably because we are much stronger. Alright, more projectile count. So we go from 5 projectile to how much now? 5.7. So we should actually every second cast get 6 projectiles. There you go, look at us. We look so good. Alright, don't pick up the magnet. We do get another curse level, so maybe the last 2 minutes we can be attacked by hundreds of enemies. That could be very helpful. That would be great. But I'm just doing so much AoE damage that I don't think anything is going to survive. And then the only thing I don't like is the dragon breath. You have to manually aim it. It doesn't automatically re-aim at the next closest enemy. So if I shoot it down, even if there's an enemy right next to us, it doesn't auto-aim it into that target. Maybe there's a unique for that, or maybe not, but it would be nice if there was. Okay, we're getting even more. Ooh, it would be nice to get the 6 projectiles in total. Ooh, this could also get to 4 in total, but I mean, we guaranteed to have 4 anyway. We'll just go with the fire orb. Oh, look, we've got a double magnet here, so that's fine actually. We'll go and grab. Man, do we even need more XP gain? I don't think so. So we'll just go for the corpse explosion. And this is the part where we should get a lot of moolah, but I don't know if it's actually going to work for us or not. Take the XP gain. Make our way over to this over here, because that stuff is actually worth something. Increase the curse. I don't think it's enough though, because we're already mid-wave. I think curse effect only really makes a difference before the wave starts. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. 3,673 gold. We'll see how much we get. We can go fire orb now, so there we go, 6 every single time. With a chance for 7 actually, which is awesome. Over here we can go with Dragon's Breath. We can go with Dragon's Breath again. Actually, critical hit chance. That was a +2 to crit. Oh, that actually reminds me. Let's check now. So our crit still says 1.3. They were supposed to change it so that it updates this to go with what you're picking up. That's obviously not working because it was 1.3 and now we've got about 21% crit chance and it's not updating it. So that was something that was supposed to change. It doesn't seem to be working, which is unfortunate. And you can see we definitely have a high crit chance because we are critting with quite a lot of skills. So definitely does make a difference. It's just not showing it as a stat, so it's very weird. I don't know why. They said they fixed it. Unless they said that they were going to fix it and they haven't yet. But there's plus 21% chance. Still got 1.3 crit chance over there, so it's not like it's a calculation error or anything like that. It's just not showing. Okay, add the phoenixes. Excuse me, there's something in my throat here. And that crit chance has made a massive difference to our ability to clear now as well. Just crazy. Gold gain, I don't think we're going to get to the 10k again, unfortunately, but it is what it is. There's a... Ooh, okay, maybe that is better than what we had before. We found ourselves a legendary amulet. It might not be better, but if it gives us an affix, that's really good. Or if by some magical miracle it has 2 drops. If it has a double empty slots for us, then that's also fantastic, because we'll be able to put some gems and stuff into it, which I've been waiting for a double gear to drop for like that. So even if we might lose a bit of power doing it, we might gain power in other ways because of it. Phoenixes give us pierce and damage. We'll grab that. And we are literally done. So now we just grab the magnet. Grabbed a little bit of gear here, so we're about 4,000 gold short from what we were last round, and that was that. But yeah, really fun. Corpse explosion dealing a whack ton of damage, and we got ourselves 7k gold. We landed up getting a new amulet, so let's take a look at it and see. Maybe it will be of use to us. That's a single one. Recover 30 mana every time, and it's got 2% increased intelligence, so that's actually really good. We lose all damage, we lose resistances, and we lose projectile counter bit. Ooh. But we do get a chance to recover life on hit and chance to recover life on crit, but both very low chances. I don't know if we would use that, so we'll just keep it, and then we can sell everything else. We can see how much gold we have in total now, 20,000 and 20.7 thousand. We still have 2 rounds to go before that. We're on 22,000. Since we have 2 rounds to go, we can actually put more points into our character over here. We can go for critical strike chance. We can go for maximum life. I'm actually probably going to do something like... I don't know what we can do. We can go for this. It's very expensive to do these ones actually, so it's probably better to just grab these. So I'm just going to grab a couple of levels onto this. Yes, it's only 1%, but there we go. And then grab a bit into the life over here as well. And then that's that. So let me know what you guys think about it. It's a really cool game. It goes really quick when you're able to just farm and to do the things that you need to do. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.